If your fish start dying, gasping, hiding, or sitting on the bottom right after you clean the tank, do not clean the filter again yet. I know that sounds backwards because when something looks wrong, the natural reaction is to clean more. Clean the filter, scrub the gravel, replace the cartridge, make the tank look perfect. But that is one of those aquarium problems where the tank can look cleaner and be more dangerous at the same time. Before you touch a filter again, I want you to check three things: oxygen, ammonia, and nitrite. Here is what this usually looks like. The fish were normal before maintenance. Then after a water change, gravel cleaning, filter rinse, or cartridge replacement, they start acting wrong. They may breathe fast, they may hang near the surface, they may clamp their fins, they may hide in a corner. In worst cases, you lose one fish, but then another, and it feels like the cleaning caused the crash. Sometimes it did. Not because cleaning is bad, cleaning is part of keeping fish alive. The problem is cleaning the wrong thing too aggressively and at wrong time. So, before we diagnose anything, do this first. Increase oxygen. Add an air stone if you have one. And then raise the filter output so it breaks the surface. If your lid is trapping heat and the room is safe, open it slightly. Do not feed right now. Do not add medication right now. And do not deep clean the filter again, trying to fix what the first cleaning may have started. Hey, oxygen does not solve every problem, but it buys the fish time while you figure out what is actually happening. That matters because fish in ammonia stress, nitrate stress, chlorine irritation, or low oxygen can all look similar at first. Hey, this is the point where guessing gets very expensive. If you're dealing with fish dying after cleaning, the important details are not just I cleaned the tank. The important details are: how old is the tank? How big is it? How many fish are in it? And what exactly did you clean? Did you replace filter media? And what are the ammonia and nitrite numbers? That is why I want you thinking like a rescue checklist and not like a random tip list. Hey, on DBCAquatics.com, the Aquarium Tools dashboard and Rescue Score are built for this exact kind of situation. You can enter what changed, the fish behavior, and your water test numbers, and it gives you danger level and the next thing to check. You do not need that open this second to understand the video. But if this is happening in your tank right now, use it after you get the water numbers so you are not trying to solve 5 problems from memory. Now, let's walk through what usually went wrong. The filter is not just a dirt trap. A mature aquarium filter is one of the main places beneficial bacteria live. Those bacteria help process fish waste, they help turn ammonia into nitrite, and then nitrite into nitrate. Ammonia and nitrite are the 2 numbers I worry about the most when fish suddenly look bad after cleaning. If you replaced all the filter media, rinse it hard under tap water, scrub everything at once, or clean the filter and gravel heavily on the same day, you can reduce the bacteria that were helping protect the tank. Then the water may look clear, but the fish are suddenly sitting in a system that cannot process waste the way it did yesterday. That is the hidden danger. The cleaning did not poison the fish by being clean. The cleaning may have weakened the biological filter. So pause and think about what actually happened. Did you replace the filter cartridge? Did you rinse the sponge or media under tap water? And did you vacuum the whole gravel bed deeply? Or did you clean decorations, glass, gravel, and filter media all in the same session? Did you forget water conditioner? Or did the new water go in much colder or warmer than the tank? This matters because fish dying after cleaning is not one problem. It is a pattern with several possible causes, and the rescue step depends on which one you are dealing with. So the first water numbers I want are ammonia and nitrite. If ammonia is above 0, especially around 0.25 ppm or higher, that is a major warning. If nitrite is above 0, especially around 0.25 ppm or higher, that is also a major warning. And if fish are gasping, breathing fast, or dying while either number is up, treat it like an emergency water quality problem. Nitrate matters too, but in the situation, ammonia and nitrite tell you whether the biological filter may have been disrupted. This is where the rescue score fits naturally, not because the tool magically fixes the tank, but because it forces the right order of thinking. Fish behavior, water numbers, tank age, recent maintenance, and danger level. When you're panicking, that order helps. If ammonia or nitrite is up, do not start replacing the filter again. Start by protecting the fish. Do a controlled partial water change, match a temperature as closely as you can. Use a proper water conditioner, and then keep oxygen high. Then leave the remaining filter media alone unless it is physically clogged and barely moving water. If the filter is clogged, gently swish the media in a bucket of old tank water you removed during the water change, and not under hot tap water. Not scrub clean, just enough to restore the flow. So the goal is not to make the filter look new. The goal is to keep water moving while preserving as much of the bacteria as possible. If ammonia and nitrate are truly zero, then look at the other cleaning day problems. Was conditioner added before untreated tap water hit the tank? Did the temperature swing hard? Or did you stir up a lot of waste from the gravel? Or did you turn the filter off for a long time? And did the filter restart with weak flow? Did the tank lose surface movement after maintenance? Or fish gasping after cleaning can be oxygen related. So it can be irritation from untreated water. It can be temperature stress. It can be waste stirred up from the substrate. That is why one size fits all advice gets people in so much trouble. Here's what I want you to do first. I would not add medication just because the fish look bad after cleaning. I would not replace the filter cartridge again, and I would not deep clean the gravel again the same day. I would not feed to make them feel better, and I would not keep chasing the tank with product after product before checking ammonia, nitrite, oxygen, conditioner, and temperature. When fish crash after maintenance, the first question is usually not, what disease is this? The first question is, what changed in the water of filter system? Going forward, treat the filter like living equipment. If you need to clean the filter media, rinse it gently in old tank water during a water change. And if you use cartridges and one is falling apart, do not throw away every bit of old media and leave the tank with nothing mature. If possible, keep some of the old media in the filter with the new media for a while. Do not do every major cleaning job on the same day. Clean the glass if you need to, but do a water change if the tank needs it, and then rinse clogged filter media gently if flow is weak. But avoid turning one maintenance session into a full biological reset. That is how fish keepers accidentally create a mini cycle in a tank they thought was already established. And after you increase oxygen and correct the water issue, improvement may look simple. First, fish stop hanging at the surface, breathing slows down, they come out of hiding, they hold themselves upright, they respond normally when you walk near the tank. But do not judge the tank only by how it looks. Retest ammonia and nitrite. If either one was up, check again later and keep watching the fish. The tank may need time to stabilize after the bacteria were disrupted. So this is where saving situation helps. If you create or update the tank in DBC Aquarium Tools dashboard, you can record what happened, the water numbers, and what you did next. That way, the next time maintenance day comes around, you're not starting from scratch. Hey, treat this as more serious if multiple fish are affected at the same time. And then treat it as more serious if fish are gasping hard at the surface. Treat it as more serious if you're losing fish one after another. And then treat it as more serious if ammonia or nitrite is above zero. And treat it as more serious if you clean the filter heavily, replace media, and then the fish started crashing within the next day or two. That pattern points back to the water and the biological filter before it points to random disease. Disease can happen, but after cleaning, the timeline matters. Ask what changed first. Here's a rescue I would follow. Number 1, add oxygen and improve surface movement. Number 2, stop feeding for now. Number 3, test ammonia and nitrite. And number 4, check conditioner, temperature, and filter flow. And then number 5, if ammonia or nitrite is up, do a controlled partial water change with conditioned, temperature matched water. And then number 6, do not replace or deep clean the remaining filter media. And then number 7, retest and watch the fish before making the next move. That order keeps you from making the most common mistake, which is cleaning harder when the fish actually need stability. If this is happening in your tank right now, do not try to solve it from memory. Write down your tank size, tank age, what you cleaned, fish behavior, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, pH, temperature, and when you last changed water. Then run the free Aquarium Rescue Score inside the DBC Aquarium Tools dashboard and use it as a diagnostic checklist. It will help you sort out whether the danger looks low, medium, high, or emergency, and what to check next. And if you want to keep track of the tank, keep a tank profile and save what happened. Then, after your next water test, come back and update it. That is how you stop guessing every time the tank acts different after maintenance. Hey, the goal is simple. Protect the fish, protect the bacteria, and make the next cleaning safer than the last one.